There she is, fully covered. Birdhouse solar panel has 3 feet on it, so that's not working anymore. I think it's time to do a little bit of snow clearing. It's so cold, my hands are sticking to the cast iron for the stove. Just start a fire. Not to cook this time, to actually warm up and stay alive, because today it's minus 20 and it is pretty cold. It's snowing and I'm gonna survive the day. Take a few layers off because my coat's pretty thick, my sweater's thick. I don't want to sweat too much and get sick. While I try to start a fire, you guys could relax and check out the nice view out my window. Super nice. It really is a winter wonderland. Looks awesome. time to head inside, take a few layers off, dry off, clean up on the inside, put the tree away. I really want to draw out my gloves and let my face warm up a little bit. My head's sweating, but my face is cold. My whole mouth is freezing up. It's so cold that my gloves were sticking to the metal on the shovel, so it is pretty cold outside. My glasses are fogging up. It is snowing just lightly, which makes it look awesome. Welcome back to my cabin. It is cold outside. The fire is running, but just so you guys can see me clearly, my door is open. But the fire is big enough to heat up the entire cabin, even with my big door open. No worries with that. But thank you guys again for joining me this time on my little cabin adventure. I got some serious snow up here. There's about maybe 3-4 feet. The first about 12 inches is pretty crusty, but still there's snow right under or even a little bit over your knees, so snowshoes are absolutely a must. As you just saw, I took some safety measures and took some snow right off the workshop roof. I trust it, but you know, just in case, I took just a tad bit off, maybe 10-12 inches off of it. The tree's not really over that part. On the cabin, I had maybe, I don't know, 12-14 inches, and I took off maybe 6-10 inches, no big deal. Not really worried about the cabin. Don't want to jinx myself, but it is pretty solid. I have some trusses, pretty much, cabin's a 10x10, so every 2 feet I have a truss. I have 3 right in the middle. Not really worried about it. But today, it is a very nice day, even if it's lightly snowing and pretty cold. Not sure if you guys can see that, but it is very cold. Like I said before, -20. I hung my hat up and my gloves just because I really don't want to sweat and freeze my beard, my mustache outside. I'm not sure if you guys can pick it up on the camera, but I looked at myself and everything was frozen. My whole mouth was frozen. So it is quite chilly, but still, there's no huge snowstorm, so I thought I would take the chance, come up here and make a video and see how the cabin is doing. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and to my new subscribers, welcome. I noticed I've been getting quite a few, so I'm thankful for that. So hopefully you guys like the video. At any point, if you feel like it, like the video, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. It really, really helps out the channel a whole lot. there goes the splitting block. Started splitting block. Finished piece of firewood. For the people wondering about my snowshoes and what pattern they are, I'm not sure if I'll say it right, so sorry about that, but it's an OG boy pattern. It is just a very traditional style snowshoe. They are very long. They do support pretty well. Every pattern of snowshoe has its pros and cons. This one, I find, and that's just my personal opinion, you need to get used to walking in snowshoes. You can't just walk normally like you were like in the woods with your boots for a number of reasons. As you can see, it's a little bit bigger, a little bit wider, longer than a pair of boots or even shoes. But these ones in particular, they are very long. I believe they're about 5 feet long, 4 or 5 feet long, 4.5 at least minimum. They are very long. It's a pretty perfected design with the tails and everything on them. They work good, but for me, like I said, the pros, they support well. They are light since they're wood, and this is rawhide, so it is indeed a traditional snowshoe. But cons are they are very long. It's hard to maneuver around in the woods. This is more for an open field type situation. This would be great for like rabbit hunting if you are in a field or what have you, with a minimal amount of branches, that is, because there is a lot of holes in traditional snowshoes for you to face plant because a branch got stuck in it. On here, these are a traditional style a mount for your boots. I forgot what the name is, but these are traditional style, but they are fabric, so extremely durable, unlike the leather counterparts. I have bear paws inside of my cabin, if you guys noticed on my wall. They are a different style. Again, harder a little bit to walk since they are much wider. They're about like 2-3 feet wide. They're huge. So it is a little bit different to walk in them. You have to walk a little bit with your legs spread, but they are much shorter, so a whole lot better to walk in the woods. Me personally, I really like just traditional stuff. You know, usually the way I dress when I come here, all my rifles and such, everything is traditional. Even the cabin, I wanted a 19th century style cabin, hunter trapper, so that's what I built. Super simple design, really. The cabin, everything that's traditional is simple. They didn't have the technology we had back then, but it works just as well. So that's my little 2 cents on my snowshoes. Might not be for everybody. I know some people like the very lightweight aluminum stuff, which they're awesome, but usually they don't work as well for super deep snow. That's just my 2 cents. flatten that out a little bit. It might be just a tad darker in here, guys, because I don't want to open the door right away to get some light in, because I'm trying to warm myself up. It is pretty cold still outside. I'm not sure what time it is. I'm sure it's well into the afternoon. But I would really love to heat myself up a little bit, warm up a little bit, so I'm just going to keep the door closed. So whenever you guys see it's this very clear in here, it's because the door in back of the camera is open. But for now, I'm just trying to dry my stuff off. I brought myself a water bottle in case the cellar would be frozen. I don't really feel like going outside anymore. Seems like the snow's picking up outside quite a bit. It's small snowflakes, but it's coming down at a little bit faster rate. Not sure if the camera will pick it up. Not sure the camera's picking that up, but it is snowing quite a lot. But I am well and cozy inside my cabin. Fire's going. My toque and my mittens are drying. Both lanterns. Those are the snowshoes on the wall that I was talking about, if you guys haven't noticed before. And if I just 360 here past Mr. Duck and Mr. Raccoon, here is the inside thermometer, right above 80 degrees Fahrenheit or 28 degrees Celsius, so it is pretty toasty in here compared to outside. Just a huge difference when you step out from inside the cabin. Just the huge white carpet everywhere. It's really starting to snow quite a bit, but the temperature, I'll show you guys, really just can't trust the thermometer. For one, it was pretty cheap. Second of all, see, it says it's, if it'll focus for you guys, I'll try. Well, it says it's right about above -10, so, or is it? Let's actually, yeah, it says it's -12, but the heat from inside the cabin really just messes it up. I'd have to find a better place to put it, but I think it looks really cool there. It gives me a quick glance from inside the cabin how cold it is outside, and it doesn't get absolutely demolished when you get crazy amounts of snow outside. It's about time I sit down a little bit and have a small snack. I didn't bring any big meal with me, but I do at all times keep a old mason jar, a period correct mason jar with trail mix. This one has raisins in there, dried raisins. It stays fresh all year long throughout the 40+ degrees temperature Celsius in the summer to the -40 in the winter. There is no problem at all. The raisins are always nice and fresh, and the peanuts and the cashews, like pistachios in here, pumpkin seeds, those are always fresh. I find everybody should just always carry one of these in case of emergency. It's great. There's a whole lot of protein and fibers and stuff in here. It's super good. In my other jar, the one that clips shut, that sometimes you see me take, I alternate between them just so I don't finish one before another. It has the same mix in there, except it has M&Ms, it has chocolates in there, so super healthy and very nice. Like today, I know if I don't bring food with me, I always have something healthy and it'll keep me going. And proteins and calories are super important, especially out here, as is water. Super important. It's cold outside, you're sweating, you're moving, the sweat freezes on you, you don't really notice it, but If it'd be with a 30-degree sun coming down on you, just burning your skin, you would drink water, and you need to do the same thing in the winter. Winter, because of the snow, is the worst time of the year to get sunburns also, so it's actually pretty important to cover up your skin. Sometimes if I'm outside a lot in the winter, it's a nice sunny day, I'll come back inside and my face is going to be burnt because the sun reflects 10 times more on the little ice crystals, that is snow, onto your face, so it's like a mirror. So it is very dangerous. You always have to cover up, especially if I have glasses like myself. If you guys have glasses, snow really strains your eyes when it's sunny because it just absolutely blinds you. The sunlight is super blinding. Oh, man. It's finally nice to be warm in here. Probably took about half an hour for it to be warm. It was same temperature as outside. Obviously, it's logs. It insulates pretty well, but can't have any miracles. I don't really have anything between the logs to insulate from the wind. It's just normal caulking, so if it's cold outside, it's cold inside. But with this big fireplace, half an hour and I'm good to go. Fireplace heats up the cabin, heats up all my clothing, my little hat, my toque. It's all nice and dry now. It was soaking wet from sweat and snow. Now, ready to go to the outside. And my gloves, see, they're all crispy now. They're all dried up and nice. Yep. And they are cotton, so the hand hole shrunk a little bit. I'm gonna have to stretch that back out. There we go. Can't even see my poor little tree house. It has like 16 inches of snow on it and the pine is all drooped over it. But it looks good though. I also have the ladder ready to go for this spring to put some tin on it. Planks are beside it. I still have more planks I need to bring here. But as long as it doesn't collapse with the weight of the snow, it should be good. If I lift up the camera in here, you can see I don't have a door and my roof isn't super tight, so there is a little bit of snow inside, but a whole lot better than I could imagine. I'm guessing it's because this tree in front of the door is catching most of the snow. Every time I come here, I kind of pause for a little and look at the cabin. It looks awesome from over here. It's just a different angle. Usually we're used to seeing it facing forward. Now from the side, it looks awesome. Especially with the snow in the winter. White carpet everywhere. Just makes it look amazing. I will call it an end for this episode here. An awesome time in this nice little winter wonderland. Nice thick snow carpet everywhere. All the white really makes the cabin pop, and the scenery is just amazing with all the snow stuck on the trees. Thank you guys for joining me. To all my new subscribers, welcome, and I hope you enjoyed the new content. I try to post videos as often as I can. That's a little bit more tricky in the winter, especially coming here and when there's some heavy snow. I'll try, no promises, but I'll try to bring my snowmobile next time, just so I don't need to hike up here with my snowshoes. I'll try my best, no promises. But I hope you guys enjoyed. It is an awesome day. Snow is calming down. It's lightly falling, but it just makes the scenery that much better. Thank you guys for joining me, and remember to comment, like, and subscribe. If you have any suggestions or comments about the video, leave them down in the comment section down below.